I live in Norfolk, Virginia. I've been here since 1995. I go to the women's meetings, but I've never literally stood up and told my whole story in that meeting. So, but I would like to from this day on. I would like to be an advocate if I can. I would like to do more than what I do now, which is nothing, to help other people understand HIV. And I'm a survivor, so maybe I can give them some kind of pointers to survive also. I found out in 1988 that I was HIV positive. I was in Children's Hospital because at this time I wasn't but like 17 and a half years old. So I was going to Children's Hospital because they cut off at 18. And I had pneumonia. All my lymph nodes were swollen in all my whole body. And they asked me, had I ever been tested for HIV? And I told them, no, I never, no. I had no idea. So they took the test. It took like 2 weeks for the test results to come back. And I went with my mother and my sister. They went with me. But they told me that I was HIV positive. And I hit the floor. Literally hit the floor. Yes, the stigma was bad for me because I was young when I first found out I was positive. The person that the person that I became that made me positive, it was my oldest son's father. I was 15. That was the first time I had a baby when I was 15. But I never had any more contact with him after I found out I was positive. No more contact. My son didn't have no contact. None of that. I didn't want no contact with him. My family was there for me. I had big family backup. They never turned on me or none of that. I had a few friends that didn't pretty much accept it. But hey, you lose friends, you gain friends, how that go. When I first found out, I actually thought it was a death sentence for me. So I tried to use all the drugs in D.C. I think, like I said, I was on a suicide mission trying to kill myself before the actual disease killed me. So I was on cocaine. I never shot up, thank God. I never shot up. But cocaine, that was my thing back then. But I went to rehab. That was, like I said, 1995. I met my husband. And in rehab, like I said, I did everything I was supposed to do. They let me go. They told me I was doing good, and me and my husband also. And then we moved down here. I haven't did drugs since, and that was in 95. I heard it was a death sentence for anybody who had it back then. And the medication that they were putting you on was killing you also, or to make you so sick you wish you was dead. At that time, it was AZT, which was not good on my body. I swelled up. I got hives that leaked liquid that nobody can tell me what it was, which I never got a diagnosis for. It just went away. You had to take it, 2 pills every 4 hours round the clock. You had to wake up in the middle of the night, set your alarm clock, take your medicine. You got to put in the heart medicine, and then you got to put in the blood pressure and all that medicine. It didn't do good for me. I told you, it messed me up real bad. But I had to stay on it. I had to take it. I ain't had no choice. I didn't want to die. I didn't want to. I wasn't ready to die. And I still ain't. But I didn't learn about the cocktails till I moved down here in 1995, 96, or whatever. That's when I learned about other medications, and I got hooked up. When I switched from ACT to the new medicine that was on, I gained more energy. I didn't have them lesions, that's what they were called, lesions anymore. They all healed up. I wasn't sick all the time like I used to be, because I used to be sick with that AZT. But when I got the combination therapy, I believed then, truly, I was going to survive this. And then when they kept coming out with more and more and more, I knew I was. Right now, the kind I'm on, which is Big Tarby, and I've been on that, which is a one-pill regimen, because I used to take like 15 pills twice a day. But I tolerated them all good. Like now, I'm tolerating it real good. When I realized that I wasn't going to die, like I said, it was after I moved here. I had to leave DC. I had had too many, bad experiences. So I thought if I moved and moved totally away from DC, I'd be better. So I moved in with some friends in Richmond. And she was also positive. I met her online, so she was a good friend. And me and her, we went to groups, we went to meetings in Richmond and all of that. Me and her, we was like, and we said that we wasn't going to die. I wasn't going to let this take me out. If I didn't let crack take me out, I definitely wasn't going to let HIV take me out. My son was not born HIV positive. My son is 41 years old right now, and he takes care of his mama. When I first found out that I was positive, no, I did not think I would be able to have more children, because I thought if I brought any more in this world that they were going to be positive. I have a 34-year-old and I got a 31-year-old. And neither one of them, all three of them, they were not born with HIV. That's why I want to live for my kids. Yes, I do feel like I can plan for a future. I've been planning for my future for years, and I'm living, and I intend to live it. I want to go back to school. My plans for the future is that I would like to go back to school, at least try to get my GED. And then I'll take it from there, like a computer class or maybe something like that, because I am interested in learning about computers. But today, I have my husband. I've been married 29 years, and I'm happy. He's also positive. My husband been positive since 91. And we met, like I said, in a drug program. And it's been happiness ever since.